Organized local government defines the collective voice of municipalities. Worldwide, local government associations carry out their mandate of representing, advocating and lobbying on behalf of municipalities. Some of these associations have perfected their roles in the local government for many years. Some are celebrating 100 years of existence. Following the process of democratization in South Africa, local government entered a new era with the adoption of the country's 1996 constitution. The need for an association that would play a significant role in the removal of racial bases in service delivery was necessary. An association that would transform local government into a sphere that is developmental and responsive to communities. This is the story of SALGA. SALGA, the South African Local Government Association, was formed in 1996 when South Africa was in its infancy as a democracy.
SALGA was launched in 1996 in Durban. This was after the local government elections, the first local government elections in 1995.
It was agreed that there are lots of municipalities spread all over, and lots of organizations, small organizations, Western Cape, KwaZulu, that are representing local government. Now, we need to create one body that is recognized by government as the representative of all local government, regardless of where you come from, or race and class. Hence the birth of South African Local Government Association.
Well, SALGA is an association of municipalities established in terms of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. It was established to give effect to what was envisaged in the new Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, specifically in Section 163 of the Constitution, wherein it provided for an establishment of an organization of municipalities.
Representing 278 municipalities, the association, a unitary structure, has its mandate derived from the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa.
Everything was new. There was no model that they could have followed, because under apartheid the situation was completely different.
Remember, we're coming from the streets throwing stones. We didn't know anything about governance, and we were charged with, really in a short space of time, coming up with this local government system that is going to really cater for people, both poor and rich, of South Africa.
One of our major tasks was to consolidate that fragmented local government system. It was both a political and a structural consolidation.
SALGA's genetic makeup ensures that the association is poised for success and at the very core has defined its role to represent and promote the interest of local government, transform the sector, enabling it to fulfill its developmental role, that it raises the profile of local government and ensures the participation of women in the sector, as well as to perform its role as an employer body and develop capacity in municipalities. SALGA's vision is to be consultative, informed, mandated, credible, and accountable to its membership in a cost-effective way. SALGA's mission is to be an association of municipalities at the cutting edge of quality and sustainable services.
SALGA's mandate really has been that of being the voice of municipalities, speaking on behalf of a collective of municipalities in South Africa. Secondly, that of being an employer body. When negotiations do occur, it is SALGA that represents the various municipalities.
The association, in its role of advocating and lobbying on behalf of municipalities, has a strong interface with Parliament, and SALGA therefore occupies 10 permanent seats in the National Council of Provinces. SALGA's member municipalities are at the core of SALGA's existence, and while the needs of the 278 municipalities are broad, improving capacity in these municipalities remains a priority to SALGA. SALGA cannot do it alone.
The project is targeting 5 pilot municipalities. These municipalities were identified by SALGA, and they include Rustenburg Municipality in the northwest, Mbombela in Mpumalanga, Soplaki in the Northern Cape, as well as KSD, King Sabato Dalinjewu in Umtata. The final one is Polokwane in Limpopo.
If you look at South Africa, where service delivery happens, it happens at local government. So for us as a company like Microsoft and Development Bank of South Africa, what we were looking for, we're looking at ways of improving service delivery to the people of South Africa, citizens. And the only organization we could go to is actually SALGA, because it's the only organization that has got access to all of those municipalities, direct responsibility for them, and can help us to get the necessary, appointments with the municipality managers that we needed to get the buy-in from.
SALGA performs its functions and roles through its 9 provincial offices and the national office, and collectively, these are the engine of the association led by the National Executive Committee that exercise authority over the organization.
We look at all areas of local government mandates. It will be planning, it will be finances, it will be roads, infrastructure, housing delivery, solid waste, you name them, the entire spectrum of services for municipalities. So what SALGA does in its advisory role is to look at innovative practices in each of those areas.
There was a matter between the municipality and one former senior manager, and SALGA assisted us with legal opinion, and the matter was resolved at the level of council. And the second matter that SALGA assisted us on, also with regard to legal advice, was on the revenue enhancement project that we entered into with a private company, a consortium in 2010.
So the Local Government Week, as conceptualized by SALGA, we have implemented it in the month of July up to early August this year, and it was a very successful session where you have for the first time members of the executive, MECs, ministers, members of the legislature nationally, MPs and MPLs, sitting with leadership of local government, discussing issues and learning from a range of municipalities where good practices are prevailing on financial management, good practices on housing, good practices on water management, but also learning where there's been challenges. Councillors are given what we call portfolio-based training to make sure that from time to time they receive regular capacitation on their roles in regard to executing those particular functions. So SALGA runs quite a comprehensive capacitation program to make sure that local government gradually improves its ability to execute its mandate.
Through Through the dedication and hard work of SALGA's previous and current heroes, SALGA has achieved major milestones. Within the backdrop of South Africa's third successful democratic elections for local government, SALGA must move on, develop new strategies for the years ahead.
Our strategic plan as SALGA is focusing on legislative framework, fiscal review, and also on capacitating municipalities.
So as local government then, we had to look post-2011 and say, how do we adapt SALGA strategy that was in place between 2007 and 2012 to make sure that one, it is aligned to the approach that has been adopted at national level to focus on delivery outcomes. And secondly, look at a key set of goals that exist nationally and translate those goals in relation to our mandate as local government. So as SALGA, post our national conference, we had a set of resolutions that emerged from that in last year, and based on that, we packaged them into about 7 goal areas. And all of those areas have outcomes that we desire, that an improved system of local government that can pass the test of one, accountability, an accountable system, a responsive system, and as well as a functioning system.
From a multiplicity of fragmented institutions to local authorities that had no authority and were at the mercy of the provinces they were in, through to burying the past disparities and imbalances of service delivery, to its first municipal elections in the year 2000, through to a fruitful transformation process to an autonomous association which today stands firm at the cutting edge of quality service delivery. SALGA has operated beyond its mandate of representing and lobbying and continues to forge its way forward to better communities, better service delivery and a better South Africa.
The protests in municipalities, there are grave cause for concern. So there will be therefore these ongoing challenges to say how best can municipalities serve the 50 million South Africans.
We have also sought to promote the idea that people are at the center of the work that we do at the municipal level.
We are pushing very hard to ensure that we review legislation that governs municipalities and to put municipalities as the center of governance. And I think we are doing quite well in that area to make sure that we also harness all the policies and also the laws that are governing municipalities so that they are in line with the expectations of our people.
SALGA, a dynamic organization that will continue to evolve, remain relevant and responsive to its members. This is the future of SALGA.